So in my last video, I was talking about how Exquisite Gaming's Cable Guy BanjoKazooie figure was listed as this over on the CLD website. It says, Cable Guy, Nintendo, BanjoKazooie phone and controller holder, the really interesting part being, of course, Nintendo. BanjoKazooie is a Rare IP, and Rare is owned by Microsoft, so having anything BanjoKazooie listed as Nintendo is pretty significant. Well, over on Twitter, some people decided to inquire to Exquisite Gaming about this listing. At Bloody Fatality wrote, "Is this a mistake?" and showed a picture of the Nintendo BanjoKazooie phone and controller holder. Exquisite Gaming wrote back and said, "Hi Matt, sorry, nothing to do with us. This is not how we name our cable guys, so think someone has taken a wrong guess. Until a cable guy is approved by publisher partner, we don't share any name details, so sorry, but this is false." Also on Twitter, Yoitz Johan wrote, "An error?" And Exquisite Gaming also wrote back, "Yes, it's an error. Very weird when we look on their site, they don't have many images. But wrong names on pretty much all of them. There are a few cable guys we are not even making on there, and no idea where the dates came from. No idea who is supplying them info. Looks rogue." Okay, so while there is plenty of evidence that BanjoKazooie will likely show up at E3 this year, and possibly connected in some way to Nintendo, it seems that the Exquisite Gaming Cable Guy figure is not listed as a Nintendo figure. That was an error. So yesterday was the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate World Championship 2019 3v3, and there was a lot of speculation that perhaps a character could get announced there. None of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC characters were revealed at the tournament. However, Japan did win and took home the trophy, and Sakurai did a special video congratulating them. In the video, Sakurai did confirm that the next DLC fighter will be revealed at Nintendo's E3 Direct. Now, Japanese can be a little odd with pluralization, so it's not totally clear if we could potentially get multiple fighters revealed in that Direct, but it sort of sounded like we'll only get one DLC character revealed, but that wasn't perfectly clear, so there's still a chance we could get more than one shown. The more interesting thing that happened, however, was that when Sakurai was congratulating the Japanese team for their victory, he said, "And as you can see, we have a nice Smash Ball here." The whole video had Sakurai talking next to the Smash Ball. By the end of Sakurai's congratulations video, the Smash Ball had turned into a fake Smash Ball where the thick and thin lines across the ball switched places. This was a pretty odd thing to point out. However, some people are taking it as a potential hint for who the character that might be revealed at the Nintendo Direct at E3 could be. The most interesting theory I've heard about what this fake Smash Ball could be hinting at is that when you attack the fake Smash Ball, it explodes, and it explodes into a giant X. Could this be a potential hint that the next character to be revealed has something to do with Xbox? Over on Twitter, Shinobi602 retweeted the Sakurai congratulations interview where he said the next character would be shown at the Nintendo Direct at E3. Shinobi602 is the Reset Era administrator who wrote this. "Been a while since we saw Banjo in anything. Hope we're in for a smashing good time." So Shinobi602 retweeting Sakurai's announcement that the next character would be revealed in the Nintendo Direct at E3, and Shinobi's comment about Banjo, plus the fake Smash Ball exploding into a giant X, which could point to Xbox, makes a lot of sense that the next character could be BanjoKazooie. That seems to be what this all might be hinting at. Personally, I was guessing that the next character reveal would probably be Erdrick or some sort of Dragon Quest character anyway, and then we'd get Banjo. I was actually thinking we'd get two characters revealed at E3. However, if we only get one character revealed, I think it makes a lot more sense for it to be Banjo, as Nintendo and Microsoft are together here. This is an American event, and Dragon Quest is really popular in Japan. So if you're only going to reveal one character, I feel like it makes more sense to hold off a Dragon Quest character, if that is one of our DLC characters, and show Banjo here at E3. And then finally, Vergebens wrote this big list of potential leaks that could be happening at E3. The Smokey the Bear ad is just a coincidence, but it's kind of cool that there's a bear on the ad, and BanjoKazooie seems really likely right now. So Vergebens wrote, "I must mention that I don't know the current order of Smash DLC characters or if only the second character will be revealed. Keep that in mind, please." With that out of the way, I don't know how much of this info I have is going to be revealed at E3, but I will start by saying that I know the Collection of Mana is due for an E3 reveal. Two Saga games, Romance Saga 3 and Saga Scarlet Grace Expanded Port, will be revealed shown at E3. Xbox One successor, Project Scarlet, will come holiday 2020. I heard last year that a new Perfect Dark game is in development for it. I don't know when that game will be announced, but it was worth bringing up. Minecraft Dungeons coming in early 2020, also on Switch. Elden Ring looks to be set in a dying world. Elden Ring will be revealed at Microsoft's E3 conference. So will Tales of Arise. Code Vein is coming September 27th. Dragon Ball Project Z has Kakarot as a subtitle now. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is the new name from my understanding, coming in 2020 now from what I hear. Deathloop is a new game by Dishonored people. The Elder Scrolls Blades coming to Switch with new update. Fallout 76 is getting a Battle Royale mode from what I heard, which is funny enough that I am inclined to believe they got that desperate to try and save it by adding that. Also getting an update where human NPCs are back. Dying Light 2, Story of Aiden, not Pierce I guess. He's probably infected, coming 2020. Cyberpunk 2077 has a character that looks like John Wick with cyber arm apparently. The new Contra game that I heard about, I got an update on that it is isometric but fully 3D and doesn't look that great. I currently don't know if it is going to be revealed at E3, but I know of Metroid 5. The new 2D styled Metroid is in development. I'm not certain the developer. I have heard 2 different names that could be behind it last year, but seemed more speculative, so it's probably not worth mentioning. New WarioWare game for Switch is another thing that I have heard about for a while that is in development. I don't know if this will be revealed at E3. Not at the moment, at least. Okay, so quite a few of the things that Vergebens is mentioning here, I had actually heard as rumors already. Some of them are like specific details, like the Kakarot thing for the Dragon Ball Z game, or the John Wick character. I was told a Keanu Reeves looking character, so a lot of the rumors that I've heard behind the scenes are lining up with some of the stuff Vergebens is mentioning here. Okay, so that's pretty much everything I have for you guys today. The most interesting thing to me being Sakurai's hint about that fake Smash Ball, potentially pointing to the X that happens when you explode a fake Smash Ball, and potentially pointing towards Xbox. So yeah, I think it's looking pretty good for BanjoKazooie. I'm not entirely sure yet, and I'll let you guys know when I want to lock in and say, yeah, we're definitely getting Banjo here at E3, but for now, it does look very, very likely. If you guys have any thoughts or comments you want to leave about any of the stuff I talked about in this video, leave a comment below. So once again, thank you guys for all the subscribes, all the likes. It really helps out the channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do so, or like the video, or leave a comment, whatever you want. Until next time, have a good one.